Hey guys, if you love what we're doing, make sure you don't forget to hit that subscribe button right here to my left. If you love it, man, you gotta support it. Right, Ty Dolla?
Right.
That's it. Man, it's a few words, but he's right. Also, don't forget to check out our most recent episode of The Culture, the hilarious, talented bunch of music heads from the Facebook group. So please show some love after this review. Hey guys, I'm BMOC. You're now tuned into BMOC.TV. Today I'm back with another review. That's right, another one of Ty Dolla Sign called Free TC. It's his debut studio album on Atlantic Records. He named it Free TC. He said in an interview that it was kind of a dedication to his brother who's been locked up for about 8 years for a crime he didn't commit. So that's who TC is. So, very admirable of Ty Dolla Sign kind of bringing that awareness to the forefront for his project. So to start the album off, the first track is called LA. It features Brandy, one of my favorite singers, Kendrick Lamar, one of my favorite new MCs out right now, and James Fauntleroy, who's been, again, killing it with the Justin Timberlake writing credits and some of his kind of features and work. And it was it's beautiful track, man. The LA is city of anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it like them, but the harmonies are just so beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like beautiful music, man. I can definitely see this as a single. It's big enough the city of LA. Just the vibe and just sonically, I had to play it 10 times before I could finish the album. This is how well put together it is. Next up's a song called Saved, featuring E40, aka 40 Water. A shout out to those out there in the Bay. It's cool. It's a DJ Mustard track. It sounds a little bit like These Girls Ain't Loyal though. It sounds like a remix of that. So if you love that song, you'll like this. But it's okay. It's definitely super trendy right now. Just sonically with the production. So it was cool. It kind of plays off the She Don't Wanna Be Saved. I think E40 had that Captain Save a whole song a long time ago, so bringing him on the track, to show the originator of the term, if he was the first person to put it up there, but the originator of the song was dope. So again, it was cool. I was playing something a little different after LA, but I guess you would have kind of just jump into like the party and get things popping, which was dope. After that, it's a song called Straight Up, featuring Jagged Edge. This is smooth. It's like a hybrid of like a two-step record, then like a bump and grind record. I'm loving the Jagged Edge, the backgrounds in the back. Really soulful, so I'm digging this. And that's a song called Solid, featuring Babyface, Ty Dolla Sign and Babyface. Bridging the gap. It's cool. Get the guitar vibe. It's really acoustic-ish. I don't know if acoustic-ish is a word. I'm now making that word right here in the spot, which is cool. Babyface again with some of the background vocals and all that. So it's cool. It's showing again a different side of what I know from him. I only heard a few songs from Ty Dolla Sign, so I don't have this whole style measured out. But it was cool. I like it. Then after that, we get to a song called Horses in the Stable, which is actually one of the highlights to me of the project. It's kind of comparing like Horses in the Stable to having like girls on deck. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, ladies, I didn't write it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at me, be mad at Ty Dolla Sign. But it's cool. It's really catchy. A little of that, again, 90-ish R&B vibe, if you will. Just the tone of his voice gives me that like Aaron Hall era, that Guy era, just his voice. Even early R. Kelly, I hear that from him. So he definitely fits really well with the song, and that's something I'm going to be playing. Just sonically, it's catchy, but definitely a song that I like on this one. Then we get to a song called Know Ya, featuring Mr. Still Your Girl. Yup. Trey Songz. It's kind of like a for the ratchet listeners out there talking about girls he could been with, he didn't get a chance to know who they were after he was with them. The concept like okay, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a big radio song, only because I'm sure people would want to dance to it and chant it. It wasn't one of my favorites, but it isn't bad, so maybe it'll grow on me after a while. But it was cool. Next up is a song called Credit, featuring the lovely Seven Streeter. Her vocals are so on point. I can't wait for her next project, man. Her vocals just, she's dope. She's fire. And it's a relationship record. Ty Dolla Sign's like, listen, man, there are a lot of bad guys out here, man. But I ain't one of them. I ain't out here trying to kick it to your homegirls, trying to play you behind your back. Give me some credit, man. You dig? Give me some credit. You dig Rick Ross voice. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope. Really smooth relationship record. I can see this as a single as well. I love just kind of like the duet, if you will, of both of them. So again, really cool. I'm also feeling the saxophone section at the end, man. Just that musicianship, little the details, man, are kind of what matter, man. So again, shout out to Ty Dolla $ign for that. Then we get to the next track, which is like a hybrid of 2 different songs. One part is called Miracle, the other part is called Wherever. Miracle features Big TC, that's Ty Dolla $ign's brother. He said he was incarcerated, and D-Loc. If it sounds like it's over the phone, it's because they actually did it while he was in prison. You know, how creative is that? You know what I'm saying? They kind of recorded it, and it's cool. I mean, his flow is on pocket. You know, TC's flow is on pocket. I think D-Loc is doing like the beat in itself from what Ty Dolla $ign said in the interview. So dope. I think it's really creative. I've heard Shine do this too when he was in prison. He was calling and they recorded his vocals and put it over a beat. And some other people have done it too, man. So listen, people, there's a will, there's a way. There's definitely a dope song. In terms of the second half, Wherever, it was okay. It wasn't feeling it as much as Miracle. It was alright. I get Miracle kind of like stole the show on this track. But Wherever is cool. I get like the concept and the theme, you know, so I'm not mad at it. Then after that, we get to a song called Guard Down featuring Diddy and Kanye Tutta. I love the messaging on this because he's talking about getting through like heartbreak and pain and telling the girl it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? There's struggles in life, but you're gonna make it through. The only thing that kind of threw me off is like the beat. I'm trying to catch the beat. It's abstract, which is great. It doesn't sound like everything else. I was just trying to like catch the beat. It's a little kind of distracting for me. So maybe it's one of those tracks that'll grow on me in time. Because initially I'm like the beat. I'm trying to like, you know, I like to have my cool head bob me while I listen to music, so it kind of threw me off. But I do love the positive messaging of it and kind of the story, the concept of it, so that was cool. Now this next joint, Sitting Pretty, like, this beat is dope. I caught it the first time I heard it. Wiz Khalifa's flow is so on pocket, man. Real smooth. This is definitely a certified trunk banger. Definitely one of my other favorites on this project. Now after this is a song called When I See Ya, featuring the man of the hour, Fetty Wap. You know, yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. I definitely can hear this like as a club anthem, you know, or the club they be throwing them dollars at, you know what I'm saying? A little raunchiness, you know what I'm saying? A little ratchetness, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool for what it is. Again, it's a song that probably can grow on you, or maybe you hear when you're in a club. I don't know if I'm gonna just be playing it randomly in my headphones. When you out with people and partying, this may fit the mood of that. And there's a song called Blase, featuring Future and Ray Shermer. Shermer, I don't know. I never feel like I'm saying their name right. But you know what I'm trying to say. But again, it's it's one of the singles. It's okay. I like the beat of it. I kind of feel like just based off of like hearing LA and hearing some of the other records that I really loved, it wasn't in that lane of that. But it's cool. I feel like a lot of people probably will gravitate to it because this is the sound that's up right now. The whole Future sound and the beats kind of bumping and bouncy. So I get that part of it. But I definitely have to hear this a lot to kind of get in the rhythm of what's going on. But again, not a bad song at all. Just a little different than how the album came into it. So it kind of threw me off a little bit. But you know, I think it's cool for a single, and it kind of again fit what's going on right now, the trend of what's popping. Then we get to Only Right, produced by Mustard on the Beat. DJ Mustard featuring YG, TC 4800, and Joe Moses. Kind of the same way I felt about the last one, Blase. I do like YG's verse. YG's verse is fire. Again, but definitely these songs. I feel like sometimes with artists called songs, you may not necessarily connect with everyone just right away. I found that a lot. I mean, even in my reviews, I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling that song, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, I'm grooving to it. Or I can say, oh, I'm digging the song off the bat, and then, you know, a couple of weeks go by, and I'm sick of it. So it's definitely a song that has the potential to grow on me. Again, I love YG's verse, got to stand out for me. But again, I get where he's going. I get Ty Dolla $ign trying to show different sides of himself, trying to kind of cater to his core fans while branching out and representing, you know, Cali, which he's doing. E40 and you got YG, and he's doing it big. Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? So I get where he's going with it. So you can't knock it. Then we get to Bring It Out of You, man, which was refreshing. It was like a different change, just sonically, just the vibe. It's like a great house record. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about like the same topics he was talking about before, the same concepts. It's a different delivery, different production on it. I think that definitely will expand his audience, man, make it more universal friendly, little dance house vibe. So I think it was cool. I think he didn't compromise himself, but kind of just took like a different lane, a different approach to it, which I can definitely appreciate. So it's definitely one of my favorite standouts on this. Then we get to the song called Actress, featuring the king of R&B, Can't spell R&B without R. Kelly. This is a dope record, man. Again, gives me that 90s era-ish R&B that I said before, just his voice. And both of them fit well. It doesn't feel like a forced record. It feels like it was like a natural collaboration. So I'm really digging this one a lot. I definitely predict it's going to be a fan favorite for sure. Then finally we get to the last song, which is called Finale, featuring Sarah and PJ. I'm loving just the vocal harmonies, man. I'm a sucker for some dope harmonies. I love like the chords of it. He's not doing too much in this one. I think it's just like a really smooth outro track. Just the musicianship, I'm loving it. I love to hear this maybe like live, you know what I'm saying, with live instruments and obviously the live vocalists there. So a great way kind of to tie the album in from LA to this. So overall, I'm digging it, you know what I'm saying? I definitely think there could be a couple songs could have kind of left off. That's just my personal taste. I do admire the fact that he went out to try to cater to different audiences with the R&B stuff, and then with like the Bay Area sound a little bit, and then like just the whole West Coast thing, and then just the whole 90s R&B-ish. So overall, I'm digging it. You know, there's definitely a couple songs I could have left off my personal taste. But just as an overall body of work, it's pretty cool. I admire the fact, I give props to the fact that he tried to make different songs for different audiences, you know, catering to like the 90s sound, but then like the kind of the Bay Area, West Coast sound, and just some other really cool tips, you know, paying, you know, respect to his boy who's locked up against the free TC thing. So I like it. I like his voice. Definitely provides something different to what we heard before. Even if you can hear the real natural, the talent of his voice, the production was on point. So it was cool. This is definitely more than half the album I'm going to save on my streaming. So good job, man. I only see really great things to come from this guy, man. I think he's incredibly talented. So kudos to Ty Dolla Sign. So what did you guys think? Were you feeling it? How you feeling the singles that you heard? Were you disappointed? Did he meet your expectations? Please put in your comments your thoughts and your favorite tracks too. What were your favorite tracks of the project? Also want to shout out those who have been supporting me, man. Thank you guys so much just for subscribing, tuning in. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to those who commented on my Joe Budden review. Carlos Martinez, Papa George 10, Quincy Woods, Lionel Bogan, JS Explosion, Tracy McDonald, Whoa Nelly Jake, T-Tunes 83, Nina Garza, Frank Burgess, Justice Will Rise, Chandler Recon, Mitzi Crisp, Die Style 69, Nunu Knees. I appreciate you guys. If you want to shout out, all you got to do is leave a comment, man. If you have a brand, your artist, if you want to shout out, I will do that for you if you share your thoughts and put it in the comments. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure you check out the most recent episode of The Culture, talking about, you know, weekly music topics and debates and just stuff that you love, man. It's what you guys talk about with your friends. We talk about it right here. It's every week, every Monday. Sometimes we have live shows on Sundays at 9. But you always can find episodes on Mondays. So it's hilarious. Check it out. Shout out to everybody in my Facebook group. It's facebook.com/BMOCTV. To see more, all you have to do is go to youtube.com/BMOCTV. Please subscribe, or BMOC.TV. I'm BMOC. Peace.